Megan Linville with me here at Treasure Coast Songwriters Festival. How you doing, Megan?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for coming. This is our second year, but you're first visiting us.
Yes, and hopefully not my last.
I hope not. I want you back next year.
So do I.
Love hearing all the songs, but you have a lot of folks they're from Florida and they moved to Nashville. They're from Florida, they work from Florida or wherever they may be from. You're a Nashville native, aren't you?
I am, as most call me, a unicorn.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that often.
No, born and raised. My grandfather was in the business, and I just sort of followed in his footsteps.
Can you elaborate on that?
He played football for Alabama, played a season for the Eagles, and then almost finished law school and decided he wanted to be a writer and moved to Nashville. And he had cuts with Kitty Wells, Roy Orbison, Jerry Lee Lewis. So that was pretty awesome.
At a young age, you knew that you wanted to do that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah. Why? What intrigued you about that?
I don't know if there was anything that like specifically intrigued me. I think it was just in my blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell in love singing at a really early age.
Yeah, it's always, for someone who wants to be creative and be like a songwriter, I would guess. I'm not one. I just know that when my kids were 8 years old, they were still learning ABCs and picking their noses. And then other 8-year-olds that are songwriters today were writing poems and songs at an early age. Were you doing that?
Not as much. I definitely loved like writing short stories, but the songwriting aspect sort of came later for me, like right at the end of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I need to like really do it and not just sing.
That probably wasn't a hard sell on your family because of the lineage, or was it?
No, not at all.
Yes, finally.
Yeah,
She's
I
one
didn't
of
go to
us.
college. I went straight out of high school and went into the music business, and they were supportive every step of the way.
What all kinds of things have you done within the industry besides songwriting?
That's pretty much it.
Really?
I mean, we play a ton of festivals. We do a lot of private shows, and just tour around everywhere.
She is here with another songwriter. They happen to be married, Danny Myrick. How long have y'all been together?
We've been married for 5 years, and we've been together almost 13.
Have y'all written much together? Or
Yeah, a good bit.
Yeah.
But people ask us that, and it's like the last thing really that he wants to do when I come home is write a song. So, but we occasionally do still.
So a lot of you may not know, but you hear this voice a lot because of a song you hear for Bluebell Ice Cream.
That is true.
You got asked to sing the jingle, the current jingle, with Aaron Barker, who was here last year.
Yeah.
Amazing. He wrote the song,
He
right?
did. He's
Yeah.
honestly written the song since the 70s.
Right. Yeah. All the Bluebell Ice Cream jingles he's been writing for 40 years now.
Yeah.
And they asked you to sing because he was always singing alone. It was just him.
Yeah.
And now we have a duet. And it's the first day of the first grade. I won't
got it.
make you do it. But, I mean, was that a tryout? Or did Aaron go, I want Megan? Or did Bluebell go, we want you?
So they tried out a few people, and then actually Danny and I were playing a songwriter festival, actually the wine festival in South Walton, and Teresa and Aaron were there, and we've known them forever. And our other friend, songwriter Bridget Tatum, was like, why don't you get Meg to do it? And they're like, oh, that's a great idea. So I sent in like a little work tape so that the people at Bluebell could hear me, and
the rest
they
is
bit.
history.
Yeah.
How long has it been running now? 2 years?
So it was supposed to come out in 2020, and the good old days were not being made in 2020. So they pushed it to 21. So
Okay.
it's been out
for a couple years
a couple
now.
years, yeah.
And you got a flat fee, or do you get rights? That'd be awesome, because they do some major marketing with that jingle.
They do, and they're great humans. So
If you hear it on the television or radio, my family will say, hey, that's you, on a commercial or something, on a different radio station or whatever. It doesn't really faze me. If you hear yourself singing that jingle, does it faze you at all? Or
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to lie.
Megan Linville, part of our second Treasure Coast Songwriters Festival. Thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks for having me.